Alright boys, welcome to the Reddit method. In this video I'm going to be breaking down my exact Reddit method I use for my AI models and how you can implement it into your own agency, into your own business, and start getting traffic from Reddit. Genuinely, if you can wrap your head around it, and it's not a complicated business model, but it's more complicated than Instagram and Twitter. Like with Instagram, you can make an Instagram account and anybody can go viral, right? Anybody can get lucky and go viral. Same thing with Twitter, same thing with a lot of the platforms. But with Reddit, you've got to be very intentional and not, you're not just going to go viral. But if you can actually wrap your head around it, if you can get good at Reddit, it's genuinely one of the most powerful free traffic sources for your AI model. Like I said, if you know how to actually work the platform properly. Reddit is all about volume, niches, and timing. So what I mean by that is you've got to be posting minimum 30 times a day on Reddit. I wouldn't say more than 30 times unless your Reddit account is completely warmed up. Otherwise, you're just going to risk getting banned. But yeah, you've got to be posting a lot, boys. You've got to maximize your chances of that particular Reddit post, getting a bunch of upvotes, getting to the top of these subreddits. Okay, and another thing, niches. So if you didn't know, with Reddit, it's all about topics and subreddits. If you guys don't know what a subreddit is, it's just a certain topic. So you might have blonde girl, dark hair, goth girl, like super niche topics. Essentially what a niche is. And that's literally all that Reddit is about. So you've got to be able to pick the right niche for your model. You've got to have an entire list of niches prepared and, a set list of subreddits you're posting in every single day. And another thing is timing. The way that the Reddit algorithm works is that you've got to be able to post at the right time so that when everybody is online, they see your post first and then they upvote your post. And the way Reddit works is it's completely upvote reliant. So if somebody likes your post, it's like Instagram. If somebody likes your post, they'll give you a like. For Reddit, it's upvote. You need to acquire as many upvotes as you possibly can in the shortest period of time possible. So the more upvotes you get in a short period of time, the higher you're going to rank on the top of the subreddit, and then you're just going to get constant compound traffic from that post. That's how Reddit's work. So yeah, you've got to be posting high quality content. You've got to be applying volume, okay, in all these different subreddits, and you've got to be posting at the right time. So in this video, I'm going to cover the organic free method, which is ideally what you guys are going to want to do, and the suicide paid boost method for you guys who are already making money with your AI models, and you want to just get straight into it. You want to see instant growth, and you've got capital to invest. Let's go over the organic method, the free strategy. You want to ideally have 3 to 5 Reddit accounts per model. More volume, less chance of redundancy, and less risk of ban. So yeah, boys, like any platform, you have a risk of getting banned in this industry. Of course, we're not posting always explicit content, nude content, right? But if you're not following a proven method, you have a risk of getting banned. So you've got to follow my method correctly, guys. And if you've got more accounts, let's say you get banned on one account, if you've got all the ones already posting, already being warmed up, you can get straight back into the game. You're not left for an extra week trying to build an account up from scratch. You can jump straight back into it. You can jump straight back into getting traffic. So when you're in this industry, you've always got to have accounts being prepared, being warmed up. So just run 3 to 5 accounts per model and you'll be fine. All right, so now let's go over the content strategy when it comes to Reddit. Okay, so in terms of finding the best content, what I like to do, and I think is the best method, is just go to the top post section of each subreddit. So when you go onto Reddit, when you click your subreddit, there'll be different sections, right? There'll be new, there'll be top, there'll be hot. Go to top sections because these are just like all of the best posts ever posted in the subreddit in one list. And you can just reverse engineer what works. So if top posts are selfies with captions, copy that format. If top posts are short clips, post those. Mimic the tone, style, and structure, not exact content. Yeah, as well, guys, what subreddits don't like is they don't like you copying other people in the subreddit, frame for frame, caption for caption, exactly. So add your own little twist on it, and then it will be classed as unique content, and you can post it, okay? So yeah, you're essentially just matching the energy of the community of the subreddit, not spamming it. That's literally it for content. Just keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it. Like I said, just reverse engineer what other people are doing. For the posting routine, guys, post daily on every single account. That's a minimum, that's a must. If accounts are new, Karma Farm first. And now if you don't know what Karma is, it's essentially just points on Reddit. And if you've got more of them, you have more trust. So if you posted more, you're going to have more Karma. So accounts with more Karma are more trusted. So you need to get a bit of Karma first in order to be able to post in certain subreddits, in order to just get trust on the account. It's sort of like with Instagram, how you have to warm up the account for a set amount of days. So yeah, guys, make sure if your accounts are new, Karma Farm first. So in order to gain Karma, you're going to do it through one or two ways. Either through commenting on other people's posts or posting yourself, right? And what you can do actually is you can go onto Reddit and you can search up Karma farming subreddits, and you can just try and gain as much Karma as you possibly can before posting your model in the actual niche subreddits that you've got listed out, okay? So yeah, when you first create your account, Karma farm first. It's very, very important, right? You need Karma to actually post in some of the bigger subreddits. For most subreddits, you won't, but you just need karma, right? Warm the account up, and yeah, this builds a long-term trust and keeps your accounts alive, which is obviously what you want. Reddit posts can pull traffic for days or even weeks after posting, compounding your reach over time. So yeah, it's crazy. Once you're actually at the top of a subreddit, you're just gonna get compound likes. Like every time somebody comes onto the subreddit, your post is gonna be at the top. So yeah, for days or even weeks, you're just gonna get constant karma. So just try and focus on quality. Of course, you need volume. So just keep that in mind, boys. All right, boys. Now for the people who have a bit of money, have a bit of cash, right, to invest, I'm going to go over the suicide method. Now, of course, because it's a paid method, you're instantly are going to see a lot more traffic faster, a lot faster than if you were to do it organically, because you're boosting your posts. That's essentially what the suicide method is. It's not really anything different, right? It's still the same content strategy, still the same sort of method, but we're just boosting, right? I wouldn't really recommend warming up your accounts because it's called the suicide method for a reason, right? These accounts are going to get banned, but the whole point of this is to just get as much traffic as possible in a short period of time. Basically, we want to boost our post to the top of the subreddit, instantly start getting all the traffic, instantly start getting everybody to view our model. And then if the account gets banned, it gets banned. Some of them actually last quite a while, but inevitably, if you're doing this strategy properly, right, and you're doing it ruthlessly, you're eventually going to get banned. But don't see it as a bad thing, because you're going to make that money back in subscribers anyway, right? The whole goal is to get as many subscribers to the profile as possible, and if you do the strategy right, you're going to be in the profit by a lot. So, of course, boys, right? Suicide method. Buy age Reddit accounts with at least 200 comment karma and at least 1,000 post karma, as these accounts are already trusted by Reddit's algorithm. So boys, if you're running this method, it is just best to pay for Reddit accounts. And I do have a Reddit account plug, so either it's going to be in the description of this video, or of course, if you want more details, you can message me on Telegram. Okay, so we're just going to buy an account. We're not going to waste time warming up. In terms of subreddits, same niche-based approach as the organic method. Choose 10 to 20 subreddits that match your model's category. Posting and upvoting system. So yeah, guys, so this is the strategy that we're going to do. We're going to post in the chosen subreddit. We're going to wait, and within 10 minutes, use your other accounts or paid services to upvote the post. So we're just going to use paid services. We're not going to make an army of other accounts. That's a bit tedious, right? We're just going to pay for the people to boost our post. And these paid services are just like automated social media services to boost your post and to just mass upvote your post. You're essentially buying your way into Reddit's algorithm, boys. So yeah, boys, just another reminder, upvoting your own post does break Reddit's TOS. These accounts will get banned eventually. That is why it's called the suicide method. We just use it for quick, explosive traffic, and we keep organic accounts running for long-term, consistent flow. Okay, so summary checklist. You want to run 3 to 5 organic accounts per model. Find 10 to 20 niche subreddits per account. Post daily using top-performing styles. Remember, like I said, you can just go to the top section of a subreddit and reverse engineer that content. Karma farm before heavy posting if you're running an organic page. Buy aged accounts for the boost strategy. Post and upvote within the first 10 minutes for reach, because the way the Reddit algorithm works is you need as many upvotes as you possibly can in a short period of time. So that's where the boosting strategy is just overpowered, because we can just add a bunch of upvotes and then we instantly go to the top. And then once we're at the top, it might be a few days or even weeks before we get banned, but everybody in that subreddit is going to see that post, right? And that's how we're going to get traffic to the fan view. So expect bans on suicide accounts. Organic equals long-term based. And if you can really build up an organic account and you get a lot of karma, you can really start to dominate subreddits and it just becomes fucking overpowered, right? So why niche models work best on Reddit? So Reddit thrives on niche communities. Of course, you can post your blonde girl, but you're really going to have to look for good subreddits. It's a lot easier to find niche subreddits on Reddit, such as goth girl, cosplay, right? You're going to struggle if your girl's just a hot blonde and she doesn't really have anything else, right? So yeah, broad beauty types. Example, generic hot blonde, perform better on Instagram or Snapchat. Wider appeal, faster growth, but on Reddit, specificity, niching down wins, right? Lean into your niche and dominate the corner of the platform. Okay, so the big picture, Reddit equals high quality, curious traffic. Instagram, aesthetic and lifestyle showcase. Twitter, hype and controversy. Snapchat, volume and conversion. And when you combine all four, you create a multi-platform traffic system feeding your AI model consistently. Alright, boys, if you're serious about really doing this properly and you want to copy my exact systems, message me on Telegram. We'll get you inside the private group, okay? Bye-bye.